community and Zimbabwe at large. Child marriages also affect girls' education, right? Like I said earlier on, child brides usually drop off school and are denied the opportunity to complete their education. That's significantly reducing their ability to earn an income and lift their children. They lift their children out of poverty, because the parents do think by marrying them off at that age they've benefited, but in the long run they've lost a hell lot. Not just the families, but Zimbabwe have lost. Stand for their rights and enjoy a more fulfilling life. This calls for us to intensify our efforts to eradicate gender-based violence, particularly child marriages. The eradication of child marriages is an immediate imperative if the nation is to reap the demographic dividend that comes out of the increased contribution of the girl child. The government of the Republic of Zimbabwe remains committed to ending gender-based violence in the country. My ministry has developed a national plan of action of ending child marriage in Zimbabwe. The Ministry of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs and the Attorney General's Office are working on the legislation to provide mandatory sentences for rape and sexual abuse and criminalization of child marriages. The Interministerial Committee on Rape and Sexual Abuse, that includes my own ministry, the Ministry of Home Affairs, the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education, the Ministry of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, the Ministry of Public Service, Labor and Social Welfare, and the Ministry of Health and Child Welfare produce an action plan of ending rape and sexual abuse, and have carried awareness campaign to end child marriages. The government is working with civil society to raise awareness on the importance of creating safe public space. The enactment of Domestic Violence Act of 2007 that we already know about. The Act defines domestic violence broadly enough to cover most instances of gender-based violence and criminalizes the act of domestic violence. The Act also provides for various forms of relief for survivors of domestic violence, including protection from potential violence. Development of a national gender-based violence strategy based on 4 pillars of gender-based violence programming, namely prevention, service provision, coordination, research and documentation. Provision of shelters for survivors of gender-based violence through the ministry, 3 stop centers, that's in Gweru, Gwanda, Rusape, which have been established. Efforts underway to establish 1 stop center for the remaining 7 provinces. The establishment of victim-friendly courts designed to protect the vulnerable witnesses is also being taken care of by the ministry and other stakeholders. The ministry launched the African Union campaign of ending child marriages. That has also been done. Engagement of traditional and religious leaders to change attitudes and norms that perpetuate gender-based violence and child marriages. That's also being taken care of. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, on behalf of the government of the Republic of Zimbabwe and on my own behalf, may I take this opportunity to sincerely thank United Nations Family for their financial and technical support in addressing issues of gender-based violence. Really, you have been a pillar of support. And what you have done for us to date, we thank you most sincerely. Let's give them a big pamperment.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.